Hi everyone, my name is Kalyani. I'm from Omni Hospital, Kukatpalli. I'm dietitian here. Okay, so today I want to discuss about the myths and facts regarding corona and its diet regulations. Actually, there are a lot of myths going around in the public right now regarding what type of food to be taken and what type of food to be avoided. So today I'm going to answer some of the myths. First myth that's going to happen is you have to take high protein diet to prevent coronavirus. Protein is needed for the immunity function of the body to properly work and sustain the needs of the body. But high protein diet is only needed when you are affected with corona or any other diseases. But unnecessarily do not take high protein diet because it may lead to kidney problems. Okay, and second method, when you got affected by the corona, you have to take high protein diet only when you are hospitalized, and afterwards there is no need. It's not correct actually. So after when you get affected by the corona, minimum 1 month you have to take high protein diet. Then afterwards you can go for the normal diet. But for at least for 1 month you need to take the high protein diet because you may lose so much of lean body mass and all that. So you need high protein for at least after 1 month you get affected from the corona. Another myth is taking turmeric, ginger, garlic, spices mostly in the form of kashayam will prevent you from the corona effect. That's not right actually. All the spices will help you to boost the immunity system, but they will not prevent corona. Okay, so but too much taking of the spices will lead to the causing of the acidity in your body. So don't take too much of spices. Just our Indian food is very good actually, where we use lot of spices in our food. So just continue with the normal diet. There is no need to add too much of spices to your food, or there is no need to take kashayam. And then corona will spread from fresh fruits and vegetables. So right now many people are not taking fruits and vegetables, or even they are stopping from eating meat and all that. There is no need for that. Okay, so see, for coronavirus to spread, it requires a living organism. Okay, the fresh fruits and vegetables will not be carriers. You have to wash them in warm water. It's best to add salt to the warm water, and then you can clean the vegetables and fruits and meat in that warm water, and then you can cook and eat it. No problem with that. Some people are even using sanitizers to even clean the packaging material. Actually, as I told you, the coronavirus requires living organisms. So there is no need to sanitize everything, the packaging material and all that. You can just clean it properly and you can use it. As I told you, it's not safe to eat non-veg. It's another myth. It's not correct. You have to take normal protein. If you are a non-vegetarian, then go for chicken or mutton weekly once or twice. It is good for the health. That is the protein you require. So there is no need to cut down all the non-vegetarian foods. And another myth is, after when the patient gets corona, they are saying that you should not eat curd or buttermilk, saying that it will lead to your cough. But it's not right. Actually, curd is very good for your gut maintenance. So always go for the curd or buttermilk unless you are allergic to it. Micronutrient supplement will prevent from corona. Actually, today a lot of people are taking multivitamin supplements, saying that it will prevent from the corona. It's not right actually. As I told you, this multivitamin and high protein will actually boost your immune system, but they will not prevent from the corona. When you got affected from the corona, this multivitamin supplementation is needed, but not before. And many people are saying herbal tea will prevent from corona. As I told you, spices are very good, but they will not prevent this coronavirus. And excess tea or coffee consumption will lead you to the acidity. And probiotics will prevent from corona. Probiotics, as I told you, it will help for the gut function and maintain good health, but it will not prevent from the corona. So these are some of the myths and facts actually. And right now I am going to answer some of the questions which have been posed. Okay, so how important is a change in our dietary intake towards fighting the virus? As I told you, we require all the micronutrients and macronutrients. For it to get, we have to take the, always we dietitians always emphasize on balanced nutrition. So it should contain all the food groups like cereals, pulses. For the micronutrients, we should consume more of the vegetables and fruits. And for the, not only for the coronavirus, for the general overall health, we should try to limit our junk foods. And afterwards, why hydration is important in fighting COVID? Actually, what happens is, hydration means the liquids. Whatever we take, water especially, water, liquids, buttermilk, juices, whatever it is, liquids play an important role in maintenance of our body temperature. When you get affected from the corona, you will lose lot of moisture from the body through cough and breathing and all that. So you will require lot of hydration. So to prevent dehydration and sometimes pneumonia. So you need lot of hydration. So try to take more of the water, and if you can't take more of the water, try to take in other forms like buttermilk, sugarless juices and all that. Try to avoid dehydrating agents like tea or coffee and cool drinks especially. Another question is it safe to eat takeaway from the restaurant? Generally we will say no, but if the restaurant says it is safe and hygienic, yes, you can take, but it will be always a risk to eat from the restaurant in present conditions. What type of food would you suggest for people to include in the diet? As I told you, well-balanced diet. All the food groups should be there in your diet pattern, like cereals, pulses in the form of roti, rice and vegetables and fruits. At least daily one serving of fruit should be there in your diet. And there is no need to completely avoid all the fat foods, okay? See, for a person to work properly, he requires minimum of 15 to 20% of calories from the fat. So which means you can add oil in your foods, but not too much of oil. Diet instructions for the corona patients. If you are already suffered from the corona and if you are in the quarantine state, there are only two main things. Eat lot of protein foods, and hydration is very important for you. So for the protein foods, if you are a non-vegetarian, you can go for chicken, mutton and eggs. And if you are a vegetarian, go for the protein foods like paneer, matar. Okay, and as I told you, this curd and milk is also a good source of protein. So you can include that. Green leafy vegetables, they are also good source of protein for the vegetarians. And you can take a high protein supplement as a supplementary, because for the vegetarians it's very hard to meet all these requirements within the vegetarian food. So you can take a high protein supplement to increase your appetite, because when the person is suffering from corona, the main problem they will have is poor appetite, because their mouth will go bitter and they won't be able to take lot of food. So for them to increase the intake of the food, it's better to take some soups to increase their appetite. Eat for every 2 hours, because you need, as I told you, they have to take lot of food and nourishment. So but since their appetite is very less, they can't able to take more of the food. So it's always better to eat for every 2 hours, so that they can meet their energy and protein requirements. And afterwards, any tips? So eat the food which is at the room temperature. Do not take too hot or too cold, especially not the refrigerated ones, especially in this situation. So always when you refrigerated the food, keep the food outside for 1 or 2 hours at least, and then let it bring it to the room temperature, and then you can consume. Do not especially take refrigerated food. And as I told you, stay hydrated and take minimum of 2 to 2.5 liters. So suppose if you are a corona patient, increase the liquids up to 2.5 to 3 liters per day. Okay, so have a good well balanced diet and stay hydrated. That is the only thing we will suggest. Thank you.